Part 6. After having everything taken away, she returns as a god. Author, Ching Qian. Chapter 51. Youth is a talent show that imitates foreign countries. The reason why there are so many audiences is because you can experience the fun of developing a star while watching the show. Therefore, although there are behind-the-scenes manipulations and scripts, in general, it is still impossible to deviate from the opinions of fans. The appeal of big fans is very strong. Once they stop casting, the loss of the program group is unpredictable. Don't worry, ma'am, we will not disappoint you. The director took a deep breath. We will not let the trainees feel wronged either. After successfully reassuring the fans and persuading them to leave, the director and planner returned to the office exhausted. Call HandsomeMaleLead. The planner smoked a cigarette and thought for a few seconds, asked their opinion. The assistant dialed the phone immediately. After the connection, planning picked up the phone and said in a low voice, "Ms. Feng, the artist under your command, what should I do if something like this happens?" He also knew that Feng Piazi was busy with the captain of the Starry Sky Girls group, and he didn't want to care or had time to care about Sci-fi, that is to say, he routinely asked. Feng Piazi didn't care too much. The company won't interfere, you can do whatever you want. Sci-fi is looking for a dead end, how can HandsomeMaleLead have the time to manage her? Zhuojia gave up, and HandsomeMaleLead also gave up. Sci-fi does not have any background. At the end of the call, the planner pondered for a while, and finally made a decision. We will send a notice tomorrow morning, and we must let the fans know that the show team is innocent in this matter. The show team is the victim, and was kept from the beginning to the end by Sci-fi, no matter how much the show suffered. Sci-fi's last bit of value had to be used up anyway. The director also agrees very much. Okay, let's do it like this. Here. After Feng San sent Yu Xian and Yu Tang to the villa, he sent Sci-fi back to the training camp. After reaching the destination, Feng San got out of the car and asked Sci-fi to go out, only to see that she was still holding a computer and her fingers were rapidly tapping on the keyboard. Almost to the point where you can almost see the after image. Feng San saw that it was a string of extremely long subtitles and symbols on the computer screen. It is densely packed, and the characters jump out very fast. Feng San was a little curious. "Miss Si, what brand of computer is this? You said that." Sci-fi didn't look up. "I assembled it myself. I've been busy recently. If you have the parts, I can help you assemble one." "You're welcome, Miss Si." Feng San breathed a sigh of relief. "I don't have access to such a tall computer. What are you doing?" "Gather evidence," Sci-fi lazily said. "By the way, record the IP address of the keyboard warrior, which will be used later." The code was still jumping frantically, and Feng San looked at it. He was trained in the MO family since he was a child, and he was exposed to hidden weapon practice, mechanism making, and grappling and fighting. Until he completed his studies, when he was 15 years old, he was selected to be Yu Xian's personal bodyguard, and he never had contact with the outside world. Today, technology is developing rapidly, but he is still stuck in the era of paper media, and he doesn't use his mobile phone very well, let alone some newly developed software. It was because of his contact with Sci-fi that he learned a lot about the entertainment industry. But in fact, even Feng San didn't know what the relationship between Yu Xian and the MO family was. He thought about it and asked, "What is Miss Si going to do with the lady of the Chen family?" "I think about it." Sci-fi tilted his head, his fox eyes narrowed. "When the moon is dark and the wind is high, pick a path, put a sack on, and beat him. Early next morning, hang it on the wall to show the public." Feng San. He took a few steps back in shock. "Don't be frightened, I'm a law-abiding commoner." Sci-fi raised his eyebrows and smiled. "These things can only be done in the game, and the reality will be more restrained." Feng San. "What kind of horror game is Miss Si playing?" "It's done, Let's go. Si fucking closed the computer and waved, take care of our boss. She kindly didn't say the word money. But Feng San understood very well. The corners of his mouth twitched, and he frowned again. Why does Miss Si need to stay in the show group? The internet is obviously. Huh, Si fucking said lightly, I met a few serious students, and I don't want their stage dreams to be broken, so I have to escort them for a ride. Feng San did not expect such a reason. He was in a complicated mood and watched her go in. The security guards at the door obviously didn't expect Si fucking to come back so soon, and they were all dumbfounded. She went all the way to the dance studio on the third floor. Turning around the corner, there is a sound. That's right, classmates. Yu Lin Qingjian's voice was soft. You know Mr. C's current situation. She has done something wrong, and she really can't teach you anymore. You can. Bang bang bang. The words were interrupted violently by a knock on the door. Si fucking was standing at the door. She was still wearing the denim jacket she had worn before leaving, with one hand in her pocket, with a bit of icy coldness. She tilted her head and smiled. Mr. Lin, robbing my students in front of my face is so shameless. You should be quite light, right? There was a moment of silence in the dance room. Su Ziun was pleasantly surprised. Teacher Si. Lin Qingjian turned back suddenly, almost in disbelief. Her face changed instantly. You're not. Isn't Si fucking in the game? How come back? What? Si fucking folded his arms and smiled. Think I'm in. This person who spread rumors and caused trouble is the one who really wants to go in, don't you think? Lin Qingjian tightened her fingers and pinched her nails into her palm. Xia Yume raised his eyebrows. Mr. Si came back just in time. I didn't plan to go to anyone else. I have been training all the time, and I have no second thoughts. Yes, I fucking responded lazily. I said that I will come back to continue teaching you, and I will definitely come back. These conversations between the two of them slapped Lin Qingjian in the face. Lin Qingjian's hand trembled, and she reluctantly showed a smile. Mr. Si is fine, I'm happy for you too. Since that's the case, I'll go first. She walked out of the dance studio stiffly, her whole face hot and embarrassed to the extreme. After returning to her lounge, Lin Qingjian took a deep breath and took out her mobile phone to make a call. She couldn't hold back her anger now. Ruotong, didn't you say you saw Si fucking bump into someone? Why didn't she get into the game but came back? Impossible. Absolutely impossible. Hearing this, Su Ruotong was also excited. She has already hit someone, and you said that the person who was hit belonged to the Chen family. How could she come back safe and sound? That's probably because the Chen family has no evidence. Lin Qingjian's expression was gloomy. It's a pity that she escaped. No evidence. Su Ruotong was stunned for a moment, and suddenly a flash of inspiration came. I have it. Lin Qingjian was also stunned. You have? Yes, yes, I wanted to take a picture of her face, but I couldn't. Su Ruotong immediately called up the photo and sent it over. Look at Qingjian. After Lin Qingjian read it, she couldn't help laughing. Ruotong, you are really planning ahead. Who would have thought it would come in handy here? Su Ruotong said, I don't have the contact information of the Chen family, so I will post it on Weibo now. Lin Qingjian paused, then Ruotong will work hard to get rid of the evil in the entertainment industry. Su Ruotong did what he said, and immediately posted a Weibo. At V, I saw it with my own eyes. Si fucking bumped into someone and then ran away, telling a lie. I will be struck by thunder. I am willing to take legal responsibility for my words. I just hope that there will be fewer such illegal people in the entertainment industry. Picture. The picture shows the woman falling down, with Si fucking standing aside. She was wearing a mask and couldn't see her eyes. It's like watching from the sidelines. A picture, once again let the fans of young teenagers fry the pot. Isn't Tong Tong a model? Why do you still have an intersection with Si fucking? What Tong Tong said must be true, and she won't slander SI fucking for no reason, she must have seen it on the road. SI fucking, get out of here. People who support SI fucking's release of youth please like it. Tong Tong has said that he will take legal responsibility for his own words, how can it be false? Su Ruotong laughed when she saw that the forwarding and comments of her Weibo were rising. This photo really helped her a lot, it not only allowed SI fucking to get out of the circle, but also got close to the Chen family. Kill two birds with one stone. Su Ruotong was about to reply to the comment, when her Weibo was reposted again. She opened it up. At Sifyukingv, although I don't know who you are, you must remember what you said / at V, I saw it with my own eyes. Su Ruotong hadn't reacted yet, and then another Weibo popped up. At Sifyukingv, sorry, mine is a video. Ching Ching was maliciously voted for a 1-star evaluation vote, ask for a 5-star evaluation vote. Due to the epidemic, there is very little inspiration, and the text is very stuck. After a few days, I will straighten it out for everyone to add more epsilon equals omicron asterisk. After having everything taken away, she returns as a god. Author, Ching Qian. Chapter 52. The video is only 10 seconds long. But it was recorded that the woman walked in, fainted, and then lifted her up with a hand. From far to the end, except the face is blocked to protect personal information, the rest are very clear. It is clear at a glance whether it was hit or sick. Su Ruotong's pupils shrank suddenly, before she could react, the third Weibo appeared. At Sifyukingv, please be sure to take legal responsibility for your own words, I am waiting for you. At Su Ruotong. Seeing this sentence, Su Ruotong's face turned pale instantly, his hands trembled, and he immediately deleted his Weibo. The strange thing is that her Weibo seems to be locked, no matter how many times she clicks it, she can't delete it. At the same time, new hot searches appeared on the hot search list. Hashtag SIfucking, run into people and run away hashtag. The first post on the top of the hot search was originally posted by a black fan, but now it has become the party's Weibo. Anyone who clicks in can see this video of SIfucking. The case is solved, this is obviously because SIfu saved people, right, said she ran into someone without thinking. Who is this Su Ruotong, never heard of it, a small model of the 18th line, why are you jumping out in such a hurry? Whisper beep, Su Ruotong and Lin Qingjian know each other, I think this matter must have something to do with Lin Qingjian. Go away, what does it have to do with Qingjian, BB's qualifications and status, SIfucking is not worthy of Qingjian's shoes. As soon as this video of SIfucking came out, Su Ruotong's Weibo became a joke. She watched with some dismay as more and more netizens poured into her Weibo, all mocking her for making up stories based on a photo and scolding her for being popular. She still wants to take the heat of SIfucking? What are you kidding? But why can't she delete this Weibo? But it doesn't matter whether it can be deleted or not, and major marketing accounts have already taken screenshots of her Weibo. Su Ruotong's hands trembled even more, and his face was pale. She grabbed the phone and called Lin Qingjian, then shivered, Qingjian, save me. You must save me. Ruotong, why are you acting so impulsive? Lin Qingjian sighed, you even said that you are legally responsible, how can I save you? Su Ruotong also regretted that she was so cruel in order to kill SIfucking, her lips trembled, then what should I do? Could it be that she really has to take legal responsibility? You apologize first, saying that you didn't know it, you just acted bravely, Lin Qingjian said, place the fans well and put yourself in the position of the victim. Su Ruotong said sharply, I apologize to SIfucking? Impossible. Lin Qingjian laughed, it's an apology to the netizen, what kind of apology to her, but she really needs her not to pursue this matter, don't worry, I can help you. Only then did Su Ruotong relax, and she calmed down, okay, I'll ask my agent. On Weibo, netizens are still eating melons. And many more. I'm the only one who noticed that in the photo taken by Suruotang, did Si fucking wear no makeup? I saw, but she was far away and she was wearing a mask, so she couldn't see anything clearly, but the shape of her eyes was very good. Okay, many people are beautiful with masks, but ugly when they take them off. If Si fucking is really beautiful, she still wears makeup? That's right, I look good and I go out every day without makeup. Netizens soon finished eating the melon and scattered. On Si fucking's computer, the characters stopped scrolling and the code terminated. She ignored the fans of HSU Ruotang who sent her private messages frantically, touched her chin, and said thoughtfully, "It turns out that the hot search here can still top Weibo, and renting this place as an advertising space should be able to make a fortune." Although she has no fans, because of the large number of black fans, there are more netizens who know her than Suruotang. I don't know whether to be happy or sad. Zhang Changning's phone call came at this moment, and her voice lowered. "Sissy, are you alright?" If it wasn't for the internet, she didn't know that they just sent a passerby to the hospital, but this happened. Small matter. Si fucking closed the computer. "It's almost settled, are you alright?" She was also afraid of being touched, so she recorded a video in advance. Originally, she didn't plan to release it, but someone sent it to her. No, Zhang Changning frowned. "No one came to me, why only you?" "Well, there are some guesses. I still need to confirm it. After calculating the time, the patient should wake up tomorrow. I'll go see her." Si fucking stretched slowly. "I'll take the students first and talk back." She ended the call, raised her head, and glanced at Su Ziun who was looking at her nervously. "See what I'm doing?" Si fucking kicked him. "Hurry up and practice." "I'm not worried." "What are you worried about?" Su Ziun scratched his head. "The emperor is not in a hurry for the eunuch." Si fucking applauded him. "Yes, you also like to scold yourself. I don't have the rest, so I learned this quickly." Su Ziun. He didn't want this true biography. "I'm going to the hospital tomorrow." Si Fu straightened his hair, his brows slack. "You guys practice on your own in the morning, and choose a song the day after tomorrow. The topic has already come out. I saw it. You can choose the song In Paradise. The style of this song is dark, and the makeup will be very prominent at that time, so that the audience will remember you." When this sentence came out, the trainees were a little surprised. "Mr. Si deserves to be Mr. Si." Xiaoyu curled his lips. "Not in a hurry. As soon as I came up, I chose the most difficult one of the 9 songs." "Yeah, this song is difficult," a trainee said weakly. "There is a rap, in the climax part. If you are not strong, you can't keep up with the rhythm." "Difficult?" Si fucking raised his head, and the fox narrowed his eyes. "I think this song is difficult. Do you guys still want to enter Glen?" "In Glen, this is a primary song. Although I really want to." Su Ziun was a little dejected, "but I still have self-knowledge. Where can a little guy like me get in?" Si fucking propped his chin and raised his eyebrows. "What if?" Su Ziun opened his mouth, but still didn't say anything. In the Great Xia Empire, besides Yun Lan and Chu Lingyun, who else can be honored by Glen? It's a pity that one has been in the shadow for many years, and the other is also a dragon. Are not within their reach. The remaining artists, even if they have been to Glen, are not that inner circle. As a result, people from abroad have always looked down on Daxia. Instead, I think In Paradise was chosen very well." Xiaoyu paused. "I don't think anyone grabbed this song, so we don't have to worry about it. In the group duel, some songs are easy and some are difficult. So the group will play the game, and the winner will have the right to choose. Competition items have also come out. It is a sports relay, including swimming and running." Yes, I fucking was unhurried. "I think other than Xiaoyu, other human bodies are not very good. Then you can compare them casually. Suzeun. Hateful. When he goes back, he will practice lifting irons, and he must practice all muscles. Suzeun turned his head. Brother Xie, I want to exercise with you. Okay Xie, you casually patted the dust on the dance clothes. Get up at 4:30 tomorrow and go outside for a 10-kilometer run with me. Suzeun. Excuse me. He rolled away mellowly. At noon, Sci went to the cafeteria. She is used to sitting by the window and watching the scenery, so she will not go back to the tutor's lounge to eat. The trainees obviously knew about today's farce and looked at Sci frequently. Until Mue suddenly shouted, "Hello, Teacher Lin." Lin Qingjian greeted them with a smile, and walked straight to the position by the window. Sci tilted his head without raising his head, squinting while eating fried chicken. Sci, did you know you're going to get out of the show team? Lin Qingjian stood beside her. Do you think the show team won't drive you away after the matter is clarified? You caused the show team a problem. What a loss. Where can there be so much justice in the entertainment industry? For those who have no background, they only need an excuse. Sci slowly wiped his hands. It seems that you don't want legs besides being shameless. She laughed lazily. Can you interrupt me? She picked up the chopsticks for comparison, and seemed to find another suitable position. Lin Qingjian's smile stopped for a while, and a terrifying chill went straight to her forehead. The voice of the two talking was not too small, but it also attracted the attention of other trainees. Although they couldn't hear the specific content, Mue and Luyan looked over immediately. Okay, let's take a step back. Lin Qingjian calmed her mind. She said lightly, you don't want to pursue Ruotong's affairs anymore. I told the show team to let them keep you. How about it? This new number in Xi'an really makes me look silly. Yesterday, I queued for 2 hours in the school cafeteria, but I didn't get any food yet. I'm tired. TVT. Hope the epidemic will pass soon. See you tomorrow. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. After having everything taken away, she returns as a god. Author, Qing Qian. Chapter 53. Lin Qingjian only learned about it after listening to the planner chatting with the director. Neither Zhuojia nor Tianol Media intend to ask the insurance company to help. After the funeral of Mr. Zhou, although the Zhou family did not directly announce that Sci would be expelled from the Zhou family, Lin Heng also knew the attitude of the Zhou family. With the Zhou family in the past, Lin Qingjian didn't want to tear her face. Now, in the entertainment industry, Sci is the lowest existence. Once it is useless, it will only be discarded immediately. But she is different. She is one of the popular female idols. Sci really can't compare. Speaking of this matter, it doesn't have much impact on you. Anyway, you don't have a shortage of black fans. Lin Qingjian smiled again, and you have clarified, and the netizens will scold you for you. Let Ruotong speak for you. In the whole thing, it was you who took advantage of it, so you don't care about it, okay? She really didn't expect that there would be a video on Sci's hand. Who would walk and still record video? Sci was still concentrating on enjoying the food. Of course there was no one in front of him. Just when Lin Qingjian was completely impatient, she finally ate the chicken legs and wiped her hands before finally raising her head and raising her eyebrows, so it's no wonder you know each other. Lin Qingjian's expression changed slightly, but she still kept her smile. If it wasn't for Ruotong's Weibo post, I wouldn't know that she had friction with you. The entertainment industry is so big, you can't look up and look down. Of course she wouldn't let Sci know that this matter had something to do with her. Sci stood up slowly. She is 1.72 meters tall, with long, straight legs. For a moment, the pressure from her height caused Lin Qingjian, who was still wearing 8 centimeters high heels, to take a step back. Don't panic. I fucking threw the bottle in his hand. I'm in a good mood today, so I won't do it anymore, you'd better be good. It bumped into my hand, it was still malicious, and it was really courageous. She drank the last sip of Coke and threw the plastic bottle out. With a bang, he hit the trash can 5 meters away. The dining hall was silent. I fucking turned his head and glanced at the trainees who were watching. It's going to be a group duel soon, and you're still here to watch the fun? What, do you want to join? Mue just wanted to fight back, but when he thought of that day, I fucking kicked the door directly into the dance studio. He held his breath and clenched his fists. Don't care about her, Lu Yan said lightly. She clarified very quickly, but she has been complaining for a long time, and our fans will still ask the show team to let her quit. Don't forget, Mr. Lin still has a video of her playing a big name. If it is released, she will be planted. Makino slowly let out a breath, feeling reluctantly better. Lin Qingjian was still standing in the same place. Her face was also very ugly. Mr. Lin Mue was polite. Are you alright? It's alright. Lin Qingjian recovered, pursed her lips. She was embarrassed. If Tong is my friend, she usually likes to act bravely, but she is just impulsive. She also posted that Weibo for the sake of the patient, but teacher Si. Mr. Lin, brother Yan, and I will definitely bring this matter to the company. Mue understood. Don't worry, Si fucking has signed a contract with the company, and the company told her to go east, but she would never dare to go west. Lin Qingjian was a little surprised. I'm still your mentor, so it's not good to bother you so much. Teacher Lin, don't worry. Mue then comforted her. This is my duty. Si fucking really didn't know what to do, so he had to fight against Lin Qingjian. Of course, when he turned to Lin Qingjian like this, he also wanted to have a good relationship with her, so that he could connect with Glenn in the future. Okay, let's go back to training after dinner. Lin Qingjian finally smiled. I heard that the team battle was won, and you can propose a battle to the tutor. Makino's eyes lit up, but he didn't say anything. The goal has been achieved. Lin Qingjian pursed her lips and smiled, and turned to leave. In the lounge, Si fucking leaned on the soft chair, propped his elbows and looked at the computer. Gee, I checked the logistics. The talisman I sent you has already entered the country. It is estimated that you will receive it the day after tomorrow at the latest. Gee, it's not me who said that Dongsang's charges are too dark. I just sent a few talismans, and they actually charged me a few hundred yuan. They really should improve it. 9. Oh. Gee, you are so indifferent, my heart is broken into 8 petals. 9. Warm reminder, you are about to lose your friend. Gee, I'm sorry, but my heart has grown back. Si fucking pinched his leg while casually watching G babbling alone. But not long after, suddenly a voice call jumped out. Si fucking thought for 3 seconds before picking it up, pressing his voice even deeper. Hello. Jianghu emergency. The male voice was urgent. My Shikigami is exhausted, and my strength has bottomed out. There are a few Dongsang on my OG who are setting up the formation. Hurry up and help me choose a way to escape. Si fucking paused. How old are you? Ji Xingzi, the eldest of the 62 generations of the Ji family, 5 out of 20. He was triumphant. I'm older than you, please call me brother. Si fucking raised his voice. I think your skin is itchy. Brother, you are my brother. I was wrong. Ji Xingzi's breathing became rapid. Hurry up and help me see this formation. These turtle grandchildren are messing with me while I'm not paying attention, is really nasty and insidious. It's done. Si fucking put on his earphones, and said slowly, I'll give you a remote guide because you're going to burp soon, you do as I say. At the same time, the picture from Ji Xingzi appeared on the computer screen. The inside of the lens was pitch black, with occasional flashes of light. It's incredible. I fucking narrowed his eyes. I won't be surprised if they collectively summon 100 ghosts night walk in this battle. Did you steal someone's family heirloom or steal someone's wife? Ji Xingzi shouted, stop talking, save people. I fucking quickly glanced at the formations spreading on the ground, opened the drawing software, and quickly drew a formation map and sent it over. Her voice was calm and methodical. Gan Sanlian, Kun Lai Yujuan, walk 3 meters northwest, 6 meters southwest, and then. The sound of gasping from the earphones intensified, and it was obvious that Ji Xingzi was running hard. 30 seconds later, the darkness in the shot dissipated, and the day finally returned. Where did your teacher come from? Ji Xingzi escaped and collapsed on the ground, more surprised. You are definitely not from my Ji family, but apart from the Ji family, where is the inheritance of Onmyoji? And you're really weird. You don't know much about luck, you can only fight? Violently break the game. Onmyoji's force value has always been very low, and most of them use formations to strengthen their combat power, and they can also summon Shikigami to help out. There aren't many who can really fight on their own. But how come 9 is such a wonderful person who only fights? Si fucking's expression was lazy, ashamed, careless, self-taught, not worth mentioning. Ji Xingzi. Accidentally taught yourself? Specially annoying. He hates. But he could only grit his teeth and swallow in his stomach. You said that you are good at playing games, and you can also play yin and yang and the 5 elements. Ji Xingzi was a little sour, although I know that the ratio of holographic games to real time is 10:1, I have more time in games, and I often play in games. Practice formations or something. But you know too much, right? Why? Brother, teach me. Why are there so many? Si fucking was silent for a moment. After a few seconds, she smiled. Her voice was so soft that it was almost inaudible, because there are so many to lose. Ji Xingzi's expression changed. 9, you. Okay, the matter is settled, let's hang up. Si fucking changed his face in a second. I'm leading the students to dance, don't bother me if I die, I'll buy you a coffin and mail it to you, and you dig your own grave. Ji Xingzi. The Onmyoji with the highest force value went to dance. Is the world really broken? On the other side, Yu Xian's villa. Yu Tang disguised as a black fan in the bedroom and fought wits with the real black fans. She took a lot of swearing and dirty pictures of black fans, packaged them up and sent a copy to both Si fucking and Yu Xian. In the library on the 2nd floor. Yu Xian was studying ink, her voice was gentle. Chen family. Feng San understood, opened the information, and said, the distribution of clan forces in Linkhong, the Zhou clan is the first, and the Chen clan is the third. But last year, the Chen family got a project in the eastern district of Sijukan. They want to develop a mine in the west of Linkhong, so the limelight is booming. This Mrs. Chen was born in a nouveau riche. Marrying into the Chen family also brought a lot of liquidity to the Chen family, and gave birth to 3 children to the Chen family master, but she has not changed her vulgarity over the years. The Chen family would not know that in just 1 minute, all the information of the 9th generation of the Chen family clan was placed in front of Yu Xian. 0. Along with T18, it is listed as the 2 top intelligence agencies in the world. There is almost nothing that can't be found. Originally there were no almost, but now there is a Si fucking. Using 0 to check the Chen family is really overkill. Yeah, Yu Xian dropped a word on the white rice paper, 2 very simple words, retract. Feng San responded with a cold expression, yes, brother Ju. If you don't loosen your muscles and move your hands, there are already people who don't know who the people in the 4-9 cities really are. The 2 chapters are combined, please ask for a ticket. It may not be divided into chapters if you add more later. The person who came to the school for the postgraduate entrance examination was positive. I used to be able to go out to buy food by myself every day, but now the dormitory is completely closed, and I have no chance to go out every morning. Oh, oh, after having everything taken away, she returns as a god. Author, Qing Qian. Chapter 54. No one could stop what Yu Ziyan wanted to take back. Feng San shook his head. It's not good to mess with anyone, Miss Si. Really blind. He wanted to help the Chen family poke their eyes. After Feng San passed Yu Ziyan's order to Sijukan, and walked out of the study, he answered the phone. Hello. Master Feng. The other end of the phone was cautious and tentative. Can I ask, what is the origin of this Chen family? This is the investigator under Zero's command. After receiving this task, Zero was also very surprised, and even alarmed several high-level personnel. It was simply because they had never even heard of the Chen family before Feng San sent the mission. The Daxia family that can be remembered by Zero, left, but in addition to the three big families of Daxia, there are a few more wealthy families in the 4 and 9 cities. Can the Chen family? Really unheard of. Zero's investigators have begun to seriously consider whether this Chen family is a hidden family or a rising star, and they have not had time to collect the information into the database. If so, Zero's intelligence base really needs to be updated. A small family in Linkhong, Feng San said, as you think, it's really not worth mentioning, but they don't have eyes to offend people. It was only then that he suddenly realized, so that's the case, then there's nothing wrong. It's a trivial matter. Feng San nodded and asked one more question. I heard that you have been busy recently. Isn't that true? The other party sighed. When Glenn was checking a piece of news, he got into a fight with the people from T18. In the end, both sides suffered, and no one got the news. Hearing this sentence, Feng San was not surprised. In the whole world, there is only T18 that can make Zero without benefit. T18 and Zero were also established close to each other, both 10 years ago. The two sides have played many times, won and lost quite a bit, and tied many times. Feng San has also met people from T18, and also did not get any benefits. These people are really tough. Then don't bother, Feng San said, it's still the same, contact online. The other party was polite, then there is Mr. Lao Feng to greet Mr. Yu for us. Feng San ended the call and put away the phone. He went up to the 3rd floor, walked to the 2nd room on the left and knocked on the door. Miss Yu Tang, it's time to eat. I won't eat it, Yu Tang's indignant voice came from inside. I want to fight the black fans for another 300 rounds. Feng San. He coldly opened the door and tied Yu Tang down. Yu Ziyan was already seated at the dining table. At home, he always wears light-colored knitwear, which softens his silhouette a bit. The tea mist curled up, blurring the man's handsome face. Yu Tang burst into tears. 9th uncle, those black fans are too much, they actually scold me for being so cute. Yeah, Yu Ziyan picked up the teacup. You used to be too. Yu Tang. She diligently changed the subject. Is Ching Ching still back? Miss Si is already on her way, Feng San replied. She's coming over by bicycle, so she'll be slower. 9th uncle, you're going too far, Yu Tang immediately rebuked loudly. You ride a limited edition car, but you have to ride a bicycle. Why don't you, a capitalist, get paid? Yu Ziyan did not look up when she heard the words. Feng San's mouth twitched. Miss Yu Tang, it was Miss Si who said that she could exercise by cycling. He sometimes thinks that Si fucking is stingy. Yu Tang then changed the subject. 9th uncle, I'm going to go shopping with me tomorrow. Yu Ziyan moved his mouth this time, and he said lightly, no. 9th uncle, she is a girl who looks like a flower and jade. It's okay to be your bodyguard. She works during the day and can finally rest on weekends. So do you still want to occupy her? Yu Ziyan took a sip of tea slowly and acted elegantly. Well, A day's salary is 100,000 yuan, let's pay it. Yu Tang was discouraged. She snorted and made a face at Yu Zion. The long and narrow Rufeng eyes swept over in an instant, and the light amber pupils' emotions were unclear. Yu Tang was nervous. Boom bang bang. The door was knocked at this moment. Huh, Si fucking pushed open the door, and she looked at the cat. What are you three doing? Ching ching, Yu Tang got her thighs to hug, and immediately became excited. Ninth uncle bullied me. Si fucking paused and turned to look at the young man. Yu Zion also raised her eyes and smiled at her. The tea mist dissipated, and his eyebrows became clearer and deeper. There seemed to be thousands of stars reflected in his eyes, and there was a powerful attraction to deceive people. Boss, bully you. Si fucking sat down next to him calmly. As a bodyguard, I have a salary, so I should help the boss to bully together. Yu Tang. Feng San. Should he tell Miss Yu Tang that Miss C's true love is money? Yu Zion retracted his gaze and hummed, eat. Si fucking picked up his chopsticks and happily ate cola chicken wings. After eating, she took out a medicine bottle from her bag and took another pill. Yu Zion saw the words on the medicine bottle, and his brows moved slightly, low blood sugar. Well, sequely Si fucking didn't care much, it will be fine in a few days, nothing will happen. Dim sum from Sijuk, and Yu Zion raised her hand and pushed a beautifully packaged box over. I don't like sweets. Si fucking's eyes lit up, and the ends of his eyes curled up. Thank you, boss. Feng San was also a little greedy. Ninth brother, I can take. Before he finished speaking, Yu Zion glanced at him. Feng San. He should have known his status long ago. The next day, early in the morning, Si fucking went to the hospital. She successfully bypassed the route of the attending physician and went straight to the intensive care unit on the 9th floor. The ward was silent and the sun was shining. Si fucking then carefully looked at the woman's face. The woman is in her early 40s, but she is well maintained, and it looks like she is not yet in her 30s. Her face was pale, but she did not lose her beauty, and her temperament was also very outstanding. You are Miss Si. The woman struggled a bit when she saw the girl, and was about to get out of bed, but was supported by a hand. Auntie is not in good health, so you don't need to get up. Si fucking, I just finished the operation and need to rest. I have surgery every month, and I'm used to it. The woman sighed, and she gently pulled Si fucking's hand. This sudden onset of the disease, if I hadn't happened to meet you, I might have woken up. But come. She knew exactly how serious her heart disease was. For so many years, she has long accepted the fate of dying at any time. This time, I can still open my eyes to see the sun, but it is unexpected. Si fucking didn't speak. He held the woman's fingers and moved up, testing her pulse. The woman was about to speak when the door was suddenly knocked open, and Mrs. Chen came in. Sister, I. She saw Si fucking beside the hospital bed, and her face changed immediately. Who asked you to come? Get out. What are you talking about? The woman frowned. Who did you let out? Sister, she saved you, but she definitely has malicious intentions. Mrs. Chen groaned. Otherwise, why would she come over when you just woke up? Why don't you go out quickly and let me chase you? Si fucking raised his head. The woman's voice became cold. Miss Si is not such a person. Apologize to her for your words and deeds. Apologize? Mrs. Chen seemed to have heard something funny. With a look of contempt, I apologize to her? It's just wishful thinking. If you don't apologize, then go out. The woman was stern. I don't want to see you now. Mrs. Chen's face flushed all of a sudden. Sister, I. Si fucking stood up, and she slowly moved her wrist. Excuse me, please let me go. Mrs. Chen subconsciously took a step back. Boom. Mrs. Chen was locked out of the ward, so she didn't have time to react. She squeezed the bag of her handbag tightly. Her teeth clenched. Because it was an intensive care unit, she didn't break in the end, so she could only go home unwillingly. Clan Master Chen had just finished discussing matters with his business partners. When he saw Mrs. Chen, he was a little surprised. Why did you come back so early? Husband, the one adopted by the Zhou family. Mrs. Chen recounted the matter. She really doesn't know what to do, you have to vent my anger. Small thing, the Chen family had said lightly. Tell the Zhou family, what is this si fucking, the Chen family wants it, and when you get to the Chen family, you can deal with it? Mrs. Chen looked happy. Husband, you are so kind. The owner of the Chen family waved his hand, and also appreciated Mrs. Chen's hospitality. The phone rang suddenly. The housekeeper glanced at it and said eagerly, Master, the phone number of Sijukan. Patriarch Chen's expression suddenly became serious. Hurry up and give it to me. The butler rushed forward and handed over the phone. When are the babies on winter break? I'll see when it's on sale next month. The new chapter of Yinghuang's book has been updated. Today is the last day of 2021, Happy New Year. After having everything taken away, she returns as a god. Author, Qing Qian. Chapter 55. Even the Zhou family wanted to squeeze into the circle of big and small families in Sijukan, let alone the Chen family. Although the Chen family is considered a big family in Linkheng, if it is placed in Sijukan, even a small family can't compare. For the people from Sijukan, the Chen family would never dare to neglect them. Hello, this is the Chen family. The Chen family's attitude was very low. I don't know if there is something important. Do you still need to call in person? There is something, but it's not important. The other party's tone was rather cold. At the beginning of this year, the Chen family took an order from the Eastern District, worth 1 billion. Yes, the head of the Chen family responded again and again. This list will definitely be done by the Chen family, so don't worry. No, the list of the Chen family has been withdrawn. The other party smiled indifferently. You don't need to prepare. After saying this, the call was ended before Patriarch Chen had a response, leaving only the cold mechanical sound of do-do-do. Patriarch Chen turned pale in shock, his brain buzzing, and he was completely stunned. Husband, what's the matter? Mrs. Chen couldn't wait. Tell me what it is. She came from a nouveau riche, and although she successfully married into the Chen family, the orthodox ladies and gentlemen in the wealthy circle have always looked down on her. If the Chen family can break into the circle of 49 cities, those ladies and gentlemen will come to curry favor with her sooner or later. What's it called? Clan Master Chen's anger was nowhere to be released, and he slapped Mrs. Chen with a backhand. You know what it is called. What else do you do besides calling? Are you annoying? Ah. Madame Chen covered her face, a little incredulous. Husband, you actually hit me. Shut up, Patriarch Chen angrily rushed. Quiet for Lao Tzu. Madame Chen didn't dare to say a word. The butler didn't even dare to lift his head. Patriarch Chen's fingers trembled as he dialed another number. After the call was made, he hurriedly said, Mr. Fu, didn't the order in the East District go to the Chen family? We're halfway through the project, so how can we take it back? If it is taken back, the Chen family will not only get no benefit, but will lose 300 million. I'm sorry, the other end of the phone said calmly. The boss decided to withdraw it, and I have no power to change it. Patriarch Chen had cold sweat on his forehead, his face gradually paled, and he said in a low voice, Up. Then I can ask. Mr. Chen has the time to ask. Why don't you think about whether the Chen family has offended someone recently? The other party interrupted him. I can't tell Mr. Chen about the rest, but there is one point I can mention, Mr. Chen. In this short period of time, in these 4 and 9 cities, Mr. Chen will not even think about coming. Bang dang dash. The phone fell to the ground. Patriarch Chen was stunned, his eyes were blank, and he didn't know how to react. It is a short period of time, at least 10 years. It's over now. Mrs. Chen finally understood what was going on. She was so frightened that she couldn't help crying. "Husband, what should I do?" "You know how to cry," the head of the Chen family roared impatiently, and immediately ordered the housekeeper, "Quick, find out which distinguished guests have been in contact with my Chen family recently. The butler is busy getting ready." Mrs. Chen was still a little unwilling to give up. "Husband, the one adopted by the Zhou family." Patriarch Chen became even more impatient. "Do it yourself." Yes, Madam Chen didn't dare to say any more, and retreated. The owner of the Chen family was still very overwhelmed and started to call again. He must find out as soon as possible which one of the adults in Sijukan the Chen family has offended, otherwise it will be a disaster. Here at the hospital, the woman kept apologizing to Sci-fi, "My sister and I have been separated for more than 20 years. I really don't know that she has become such a person. Auntie Mew doesn't have to apologize for her." Sci-fi looked lazy. "I have never discussed the merits and demerits with the mentally retarded. I heard from the attending physician long ago that it was Miss Si who gave me first aid, and they successfully performed the operation." Mu Qingmeng couldn't help laughing. "Others don't know, but I know how good Miss C's medical skills are. It's superb, and Miss Si is also relieved. I won't say it outside. Auntie Mew has been suffering from heart disease for many years, and her body has been depleted too much." Sci-fi pondered for a few seconds, then pushed the phone over. "Eat more of these, maybe it will be much better." On the screen is a memo with several drug names written on it. "Okay, I wrote it down," Mu Qingmeng said solemnly. "I will definitely repay Miss C's life-saving grace." Sci-fi paused. "I can't talk about it." The more Mu Qingmeng looked at the girl, the more she liked it. She hesitated and said tentatively, "I will stay in the hospital for a while. If Miss Si is free, can you come and talk to me?" "Huh?" Sci-fi raised his head, his fox eyes were curved. "Auntie Mew is very knowledgeable, and I'd love to chat with you, but I still have work today, so I won't stay any longer." Go, Mu Qingmeng smiled, "then I'll wait for you." After coming out of the hospital, Sci-fi returned to the training base of youth. As soon as he entered the dance studio, Su Ziun pointed to the box on the ground. "Mr. Si, a young lady surnamed Zhang brought it to you to eat a few pieces when you feel dizzy." "Huh?" Sci-fi raised his eyebrows. She picked up the box and opened it. There are 3 floors inside, all of which are all kinds of dim sum, which are very delicate and have a faint tea fragrance. Sci-fi took out his mobile phone and sent a message to Zhang Changning. "Ning, let me marry you, you really meet my mate selection criteria in every way." Zhang Changning, I take the liberty to ask, what are your criteria for choosing a mate? Sci-fi held his chin and slowly replied 3 words. "I can cook." Zhang Changning, you won. I promise that what I said is true. Who doesn't want a gentle person who will prepare hot meals for you as soon as you get home? Zhang Changning, smile.jpg. Sci-fi sighed and slowly ate the dessert Zhang Changning gave her. Su Ziun looked at the dim sum in the box and felt the secretion of saliva. "It looks delicious." "Don't look at it, don't even want to eat it." Sci-fi ate another snack in front of him, smiling savagely. "I'm easy to thin, are you?" Su Ziun. "Excuse me, he should get out." Mr. Si. At this time, the door of the dance studio was knocked on, and it was the elector of the program team. "The planner and the director are looking for you." Sci-fi narrowed his eyes, put the box down, and patted the ashes on his body. "Let's go." The director and planner are in the back office. In addition to the 2, one other person. "Teacher Si, it's like this. The program team doesn't want to make a big fuss about hitting people and saving people." The planner lit a cigarette, cut to the chase, and said in a tactful tone, "It's going to be our first performance soon, I don't want to see any negative news on Weibo. Happy New Year's, babies. Add more today. In 2022, Ching Ching and Emperor Yin will also come to accompany you equal 3 equals. Ching Ching is on the shelves this month, and there will be more explosions on the shelves. Xiaoxiang's babies can save a monthly ticket and wait for it to be put on the shelves. Babies who have red Q from the starting point of red sleeves can vote twice now, the first time to pull a monthly vote for Ching Ching. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. After having everything taken away, she returns as a god. Author, Qing Qian. Chapter 56. Youth is a key project of the entertainment industry of the Great Xia Empire this year, and many people originally stared at it when it was connected to the world. The planners also don't want to make extras in this kind of thing. Over the past week, Sci-fi has made enough farces. Enough is enough. HandsomeMaleLead and I both hope that this matter will stop here, the planner added. Of course, in order to compensate for the loss of Teacher C's reputation, HandsomeMaleLead will give Teacher Si an extra 10% of the salary. The tutor's salary is capped at 9 million, but only Li Jingchen can get this amount. Sci-fi only has 2 million. HandsomeMaleLead shared 19% with her, and after deducting taxes through the agent, she could not get less than 100,000 yuan. And she had to record the show for more than 3 months, during which she endured countless online violence. Sorry, that's not acceptable. Sci-fi shook her head regretfully, her eyes narrowed slightly. I seem to have told Lin Qingjian that if someone bumps into my hand, I can't let it go. The planning hand paused and frowned. He really did not expect that Sci-fi would be so indifferent. Mr. Si, it may be that you have been in the entertainment industry for too short a time, and you don't understand some of the ways to survive, the director said. At this time, I will tell you bluntly that if you are not in a good position, you must give in. Mr. Lin will also compensate you. You don't have to break up with her for the sake of Su Ruotong. Lin Qingjian's connections in the entertainment industry are much wider than Sci-fi's. Who to help, the program team understands very well. Sci-fi put his hands in his pockets and smiled slightly. Isn't it already torn? The director choked. Miss Si, Sister Feng asked me to speak to you on the side. The young man finally spoke up. She is currently busy with Miss Meng's affairs in Sijukan, and she really has no time to restrain you. I hope you can face it squarely. Don't make too much noise about your own identity. HandsomeMaleLead signed Sci-fi for the Zhou family's face. Does Sci-fi really think that she has strength? Sci-fi said loosely, okay, then terminate the contract. The young man laughed and looked sarcastic. Miss Si can afford the 900 million liquidated damages. 900 million, a huge number. Sci-fi raised the corners of his lips casually. You said, when we go to court, will we sentence me to lose so much money, or will HandsomeMaleLead be sentenced to malicious blackmail? The youth's expression changed suddenly. 3 people, all hit a wall. It's over, Sci-fi laughed lazily. Well, I also remind you, don't be smart and make any small moves, otherwise the consequences may be worse. Don't worry, I'll be a little bit better by the end of the show. She wants to send all her students out. Cannot give up their stage dream. I'll leave if I have nothing to say. Sci-fi put his hand on the door. I've been very busy recently, so don't look for me if you have nothing to do. She also nodded politely and left. The faces of the 3 people in the office were all ashen. The director hesitated. What should I do now? What else can I do? Really care about her? Who does she think she is? The planner said coldly. Push her out, and the show team will just leave the relationship behind. Here, Sci-fi returned to the dance studio. Xia, you got up, Mr. Si, are you alright? It's alright, you guys continue to practice. Sci-fi was very casual. Even if the innocent collapsed, I would still be there for you. Teacher Si, rest assured, I will definitely perform well tomorrow. Su Ziun clenched his fists. I have also exercised recently, and I will take it seriously even if you compare me casually. Oh? Is that so? Si Fu raised his eyebrows. I think you'll be out of breath when you run 800 meters. Su Ziun. Although it was true, he was so sad. Si fucking sat down beside the stereo cross-legged, took out the computer, looked at the screen and began to meditate. The more she thought about it, the tighter she frowned. Teacher Si, Su Ziun was curious, is there anything I need help with? No, Si fucking sighed, I just want to contact the people in the circle I knew before, but I forgot the social account, so I am recalling. Why don't I have the ability to transcend memory like Beiji? Beiji, Su Ziun was stunned, he can only eat, how can he recall? Nickname and nickname. Si fucking closed the computer, forget it, think about it another day, don't be in a hurry. Although her memory is also good, she can memorize the book after reading it once. But the social accounts used 5 or 6 years ago have long been forgotten. Still can't compare to her second senior brother's super memory ability. Of course, if she called him Beiji in front of her second senior brother, she would probably have to fight. After all, her second senior brother is a flower of their division, and many little girls like it. I'm curious about the people in the circle that Mr. Si knows. Xiaoyu said slowly, I don't know if I recognize it or not. It should be. Si fucking nodded, when I can ask them out, it shouldn't be a problem to frighten Ten Su Ziun to death. Su Ziun? No, why did he become a unit of measurement? Su Ziun murmured. He couldn't think of anyone in the entertainment industry who could frighten him to death. Unless it is the level of the international actress Yunlin. Su Ziun scratched his head and continued training with Xiaoyu. In the evening, Lin Qingjian came out of the training camp and met with Su Ruotong. Su Ruotong hurriedly asked, how is it? Ruotong, I'm sorry, I really can't help you. Lin Qingjian shook her head. The program team and TNL Media both talked to Si fucking, but she just didn't agree to the settlement. Su Ruotong sneered, I don't want to reconcile with her yet. What tricks can she have? A day passed, and there was nothing else on Weibo except for scolding her. On the day of the hot surge, she asked the company to withdraw, and the attention of netizens gradually shifted. Su Ruotong was a little fortunate that she was not popular anymore. Ruotong, that's what I think, you better apologize to her, Lin Qingjian advised. After all, it is indeed your fault for this matter. I won't apologize. If I don't apologize, I'll admit it. Su Ruotong gritted his teeth. Qingjian, don't worry, I've already discussed with the agent about the next move. If Si fucking doesn't reconcile with me, don't think about it. Lin Qingjian frowned. Ruotong, do you want to? Look, Su Ruotong shook his phone, triumphantly, I have already sent the video you gave me. At V, it's not that I don't believe in Si fucking, it's true that Si fucking has a criminal record, right? In the show group, you dare to kick the door and grab things, what else is there to dare? Of course, I was impulsive this time and apologized to everyone, but I will never apologize to Si fucking, she should apologize to Qingjian first. The video posted by Su Ruotong is exactly the scene of Si fucking kicking the door and letting the students move things. Lin Qingjian twisted her hair, pursed her lips and smiled. Ruotong, you don't need to vent your anger on me, I don't care. Qingjian, we are good sisters. HSU Ruotong blamed, of course I will help you, you see, now netizens are going to scold Si fucking, they. As soon as the video came out, netizens were really distracted. Spit up, Si fucking is really disgusting. Finally, I had a bit of a crush on her last time, but now it's gone. Awesome, Si fucking, who do you think you are, why are you playing a big game? At Saifu Ching, apologize to Qingjian. It seems that Xiaoyu is not very good, isn't he a gentleman? Don't stop. Wow, I am thankful for Xiaoyu, forget it, I will vote for Lu Tired in the next episode, and the C position must have a sense of morality. But before Su Ruotong was complacent, a Weibo popped up. He is a fan of Xiaoyu, and he is also a big fan of Krypton Gold. He has invested millions of dollars and is well known in the fan circle, with 500,000 fans. Thank you not Bald V, I can't be mad, you guys are so embarrassed to post this video, I've asked before, it was clear that Lin Qingjian's team had moved all the equipment from Teacher C's side, they couldn't even train, so they went to the breakfast stand outside in the cold wind in the morning. I went to take a group photo. Teacher Si also ordered a cup of soy milk for me. I saw that her hand was cracked, and brother Xie was also very hard. This is the photo I took at that time. You can see the date on it, and there is absolutely no P picture. For the sake of brother Xie, teacher Si, and we didn't even think about it, but now we can't bear it anymore. This is the video I just asked teacher Si for. In order to suppress brother Xie and teacher Si, do you still have the heart to do this kind of thing? Lin Qingjian, do you want a face? Su Ruotong, isn't your face dry when you post this? Rubbish. I asked the program team and the above parties to apologize to teacher Si and brother Xie to the whole network, otherwise this matter will not end. Good evening. Happy New Year's Day, thank you for the reward. Babies with monthly tickets can vote for a monthly ticket for Ching Ching. After having everything taken away, she returns as a god. Author, Ching Qian. Chapter 57. As soon as this Weibo came out, the fan circle of youth exploded directly. Xiaoyu has a large number of fans, but he is usually very Buddhist and does not participate in the so-called C position battle. But the critical moment broke out, and the fighting power was terrifyingly high. The trainees of the same period can't compare. Fans also gradually discovered that because Xiaoyu was a personal trainee, the program team treated him very unfairly. I had to endure it originally, after all, Xiaoyu was still in the training camp. As a result, Su Ruotong actually blew himself up. Xiaoyu's fans couldn't bear it anymore, and directly sent Su Ruotong and Lin Qingjian to the hot search. Hashtag Su Ruotong, spread rumors hashtag. Hashtag Lin Qingjian, play a big name hashtag. The two hot searches are hanging one after the other, and there is a trend of gradually climbing up the hot search list. The number of netizens who clicked into Eat Melons has gradually increased. Even if Si fucking has only 6 students, she can't remove all her audio equipment, right? Every day I see black fans scolding Si fucking, I feel rebellious. Deliberately doing thank you, very good, Lin Qingjian, I remember you. Am I the only one who thinks Lin Qingjian has some tea? On the surface, she didn't do anything, but her innocent appearance made her fists harden. Don't think about it, she was already tea, when she was not solo, she was quite tea in the group, and often attracted fans to attack other members online, vomit. Lin Qingjian has black material, quick, come here, I want to eat melon. With the dispatch of Xiaoyu's fans, the wind direction was quickly controlled. Under the official accounts of Lin Qingjian, Su Ruotong, and the show team, there are all comments asking for apology. Apologize, 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 apologize to Si fucking and Xiaoyu. Forget about making rumors, and dare to hang up, I have never seen such a stupid person. Su Ruotong was stunned, unable to react for a while. Lin Qingjian was also shocked. Where did she get the video? Her face turned ashen for the first time. Who gave it to her? What is Si fucking's position in the program group, and where will there be staff to help adjust the video? Moreover, the video of her asking the staff to move the equipment has been deleted. Where did this come from? It was also the first time that Lin Qingjian's Weibo was compromised. She was dizzy and a little unsteady. Mr. Lin, At this moment, the election officer hurried out of breath, "The director and the plan will let you pass." Lin Qingjian took a deep breath and showed a perfect smile again. "Okay, I'll go over here." Su Ruotong panicked. "Qingjian. Qingjian, don't go." Lin Qingjian took her hand off calmly. "I'm always busy with work." Ignoring Su Ruotong, she hurriedly followed the election and left, scolding an idiot in her heart. Even if Sci-fi was not hammered to death, the fire actually burned on her. At this time, in the office, the program team was in a mess. "Lin Qingjian, you've done a good deed," the planner slammed the table and roared, "What did I say at the time? Don't make troubles, what are you doing? Do you think you are an international actress? You can play big names at will." Lin Qingjian was trained to be speechless. Her eyes turned red instantly, tears fell, and she choked. Plan, I didn't know Ruotong would actually take my mobile phone and release that video." The more she spoke, the lower her voice and the more aggrieved. "I really regard her as a friend, who knew she would. This Su Ruotong," the planner sneered, "a small model actually interferes in our affairs. I really don't want to stay in the entertainment industry." The director took a cigarette and sighed, "We must appease the fans. Let's contact Su Ruotong's company and ask them to give an explanation." Planning Ching nodded with a face and softened Lin Qingjian's tone a bit. "Mr. Lin, although this matter has nothing to do with you, but at this point, you must apologize." Lin Qingjian's expression stiffened, her fingernails pinched her palms, and she forced a smile. "It should be." The planner waved his hand, indicating that she could leave. He was smoking a cigarette and suddenly remembered what Sci-fi said in the morning. "I suggest you not to be clever and make small moves, otherwise the consequences may be worse." Now sure enough, it's even worse. The planner frowned. He didn't feel that Sci-fi had the ability to turn over. After all, Sci-fi is a bum and can't speak English. But this thing is really a big deal now. On the other side, dance room number 2. After the trainees finished training, they all moved a bench so that Sci-fi could eat melons together. "Mr. Si is really amazing." Xiaoyu laughed softly. A video not only played with the show team, but also played with Lin Qingjian. Teacher Si Su Ziun stammered, "Have you anticipated all of this in advance?" "Lin Qingjian will definitely not let go of my every move." Si raised his eyebrows. "Do you think I really just take you to breakfast? It seems that you only have food left in your head. The means of the entertainment industry, who can't?" Since she wanted to play, she played with them. But she did not expect to meet Xiaoyu's fans. "These fans are so cute." Su Ziun said loudly, "That's good to learn from teacher Si. Si. She smiled, "Get up at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning and run 10 kilometers. You can't rest until you finish the run. I'll let Xiaoyu stare at you." Xiaoyu also raised his eyebrows. "I must keep an eye on him." Su Ziun's face was terrified. "Okay, let's go eat." Si stood up, "I'm off work, don't disturb me." Su Ziun watched her go out eagerly, and then turned his head. "Brother Xia, can I?" "No." Xiaoyu shrugged. He took out his mobile phone unhurriedly, logged into his account, and liked the Weibo. Outside training camp, Su Ruotong was still waiting. Her Weibo has been completely out of control. She seems to have twice as many fans as Xiaoyu, but her live fans are less than 1/10 of Xiaoyu's. Su Ruotong never thought that she would provoke Xiaoyu's group of fans with outstanding fighting power. "Calm down." Su Ruotong tried to comfort himself. "Qingjian must have a way, calm down." But she never waited for Lin Qingjian, but she saw Si. With a killer makeup look, Si has always been very recognizable. Su Ruotong immediately ran forward and blocked the road ahead. Si, I have something to say." Si looked up at her, not impressed. "Who are you?" Su Ruotong, Su Ruotong gritted his teeth. I want to tell you, I. I'm sorry for these 3 words, she really can't say it. Si fucking glanced at the phone, bypassed Su Ruotong and walked forward. Su Ruotong was in a hurry. What are you doing? I haven't finished speaking yet. Go to see Chu Lingyuan. Si fucking smoothed the sleeves of his coat, turned around, and the fox's eyes were bent. Why, do you want to come together? Si fucking, actually, I am a harmless salted fish. Double at the beginning of the month. Q reading and red sleeve baby who have monthly tickets, remember to vote for Ching Ching. See you tomorrow. After having everything taken away, she returns as a god. Author, Ching Qian. Chapter 58. Su Ruotong was about to say something, when he heard this sentence suddenly. He was very surprised. What did you say? Chu Lingyuan? Is it the Chu Lingyuan she knew? The first director of the great Xia Empire, Chu Lingyuan that even Glenn wants to invite? What joke are you talking about? Su Ruotong was half contemptuous or dismissive. Just you, see Chu Lingyuan. Are you worthy? How many first-line actors can't get into Chu Lingyuan's eyes? Si fucking is a female idol who is incompetent in singing and dancing, yet to see Chu Lingyuan. What a fantasy. It looks like I don't want to see you. Si Fu pulled his coat closer. Then I'll go first. Please sign for something tomorrow. What? Su Ruotong was stunned for a moment. Seeing that the girl was about to leave, he immediately became anxious. Speak clearly. Speak clearly. She couldn't keep up this time, and the phone ringing blocked her. Caller ID is her agent. Su Ruotong hurriedly picked it up. Hey, Sister Lee, I. Before she could finish speaking, she was interrupted. The voice was not the manager, but the company boss, Su Ruotong. Do you know what you did today? The internet is scolding you to death, and the company is being scolded along with it. Play the video and hammer yourself. Do you still have any brains? You have a big chest and no brains. Su Ruotong was scolded and fainted. Her lips trembled. President, I. What are you? I'll tell you when you're done. Hurry back, the other end of the phone roared. Because of you, several event dealers have broken up with the company. What are you doing outside? Get back. Su Ruotong's hands trembled, and his face gradually turned pale. She didn't dare to stay any longer, and trotted away embarrassedly with her bag in hand. Here, in the box. Chu Lingyuan sat upright, wearing a pair of gold-rimmed glasses, a little more gentle. He was flipping through a script in his hand. There was a knock on the door, and Si fucking walked in. You're finally here. Seeing her, Chu Lingyuan breathed a sigh of relief. I thought you let me dove. It's possible to let you go. Si fucking took off his jacket. It's impossible to let go of money. Chu Lingyuan. At any rate, don't show some face in front of him. This is the contract, take a look. Chu Lingyuan took out a document from his briefcase, his eyes burning brightly. If there is no problem, let's sign it. Si fucking flipped through it, and keenly noticed that the contract was signed by her, and FemaleMedia was not mentioned from beginning to end. Chu Lingyuan also said at this time, I signed you, not FemaleMedia. They really want to ask for money from me. Let's see if they have the ability. Chu Lingyuan has this confidence. It's good, no problem. Si fucking nodded, but I also said that I have too many black fans and it's crazy. Where can you go crazy? Throwing sulfuric acid on you or what? Chu Lingyuan didn't believe it. Let me see. A director at his level has no time to pay attention to the remarks in the entertainment industry. It seems that you really don't understand my black fan group. Si fucking handed over the phone. Steady. As soon as he took over the phone, Chu Lingyuan saw that Si fucking's most scolded Weibo comment was approaching 50,000. The following all let her get out of the entertainment circle and send ghost pictures. Chu Lingyuan, after reading it, he silently put down the phone and moved away from Si fucking in awe. Really crazy. Since the fandom and marketing methods were brought into Daxia's entertainment circle, a lot of the atmosphere has been corrupted. Chu Lingyun frowned, but don't worry, you will become popular. Si fucking raised his eyebrows, so, do you really dare to use me? How do you know that I must be a good person? Why don't you dare? Chu Lingyun's tone was always arrogant. He snorted coldly, I, Chu Lingyun, have never been allowed to see people, not those blind directors. So happy to cooperate. Si fucking signed his name and stretched out his hand, Director QU. Chu Lingyun was stunned for a moment, and only regained consciousness after a few seconds, and hurriedly shook hands with her. Sorry, I lost my mind. At that moment, he looked at each other, and he had the illusion that he saw Yunlan. Chu Lingyun sighed. If there is another Yunlan in the Great Xia Empire, why won't Glenn bow his head and become a minister? Pity. Chu Lingyun shook his head and ordered the waiter to serve the food. After separating from Chu Lingyun, Si fucking returned to Yu Xian's villa. She will come here these days to show him his legs. Why did Miss Si come back at this hour? Feng San glanced at the time. Did you encounter any problems on the way? No, I had a meal with a friend in the circle. Si fucking lazily said, I made a small sum of money. Hearing the word Qian, Xiaobai's eyes lit up in her bag, and he let out a groan. Si fucking pressed it down coldly. No, don't think about it. Xiaobai, hey. Yu Xian is reading in the study. Si fucking showed him his legs according to the previous procedure and thoughtfully, boss, to be honest, I don't think you really have leg problems. Well, Yu Xian's voice was slow, I can't see it, so it's difficult to treat. Si fucking raised his eyebrows. Yu Xian raised her eyes, reached out her hand, and stroked the girl's head. The tone is as straightforward as ever. Hair up. Si fucking. Touch her head again. She couldn't control her killing intent at all. Si fucking took a step back and took out the little white dog. Xiaobai, come on. Bite him. A certain pixie who was drooling at the golden pen on Yu Xian's table. What does it have to do with it? Yu Xian looked at her with her chin up. It's still up, come here. Okay. Si fucking walked in unhurriedly. The next second, she pressed the man on the table with lightning speed, and said, don't move. You are punished. Feng San, who just came in with a fruit plate. Did he come in the wrong way? What did he see? Okay. Yu Xian was half helpless, half funny. I have to go out in a few days, or on the weekend, do you have time? There should be. Si Fu leaned up and warned, don't touch my head. She turned her head and smiled, hi, Sanzan, it's hard work. Feng San, who felt connoted, said. He was the only co-author who was an oppressed migrant worker who was never asked for his opinion. This time there was a lot of noise. When Si fucking returned to his small apartment, there was a lively discussion on the internet. Xia Yu's fans are focusing on attacking Su Ruotong, Lin Qingjian, and the show team, but Si fucking has a lot of black fans, and they are all working hard. It's okay to apologize to Xia Yu, there is no need to apologize to Si fucking. It's not that I said that the lawyers' letters of celebrities these days are all decorations. If you have the ability, you can go directly to the police station to report the case, and you have a little credibility. The last time I sent a lawyer's letter to tell netizens to spread rumors, it turned out to be true. After a few days I don't believe the lawyer's letter anymore. Speaking of which, TNL Media doesn't care about Si fucking. She doesn't even have a lawyer, so how can she send a lawyer's letter? Ask for a ticket, see you tomorrow. I'm really convinced by my roommate. I know that my spirit and sleep are not good. I went to bed at 11 o'clock. It was still noisy at 1 o'clock. After the noise, I deliberately slammed the door. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. After having everything taken away, She returns as a god. Author, Ching Qian. Chapter 59. Everyone loves to pick and pinch soft buns, and black fans are no exception. They didn't dare to confront Xiaoyu's fans directly, so they could only attack Si fucking in secret. Si fucking drank coke, then proceeded to collect evidence, packaged all the pictures into a compressed file, and sent them all to one account. The phone rang at this moment. She glanced at the caller ID and didn't want to answer. But the phone had a sort of continual ringing if she didn't answer it. Si fucking sighed, but still answered, "Hello. What does Chu Lingyuan, the king of involution, want to do?" In the future, she must put him on the do not disturb list after 8 o'clock in the evening. "Do you want a lawyer?" Chu Lingyuan didn't know that he was being connoted at all, so he asked directly, "If you want, I will find a few for you right away." After he went back, he also carefully studied the black fans of Si fucking and observed them for a long time. It finally proved that he could no longer understand the current atmosphere of the entertainment industry. More dramatic than the script he wrote. "It's okay, no need," Si fucking said, "I know people." "Do you know?" Chu Lingyuan was stunned for a moment. "Is it reliable? When will you terminate the contract with TNL Media? I have a studio here, or you can come." "The contract will be terminated," Si fucking said calmly. "I won't necessarily stay in the entertainment industry all the time. It's not too late to talk about this kind of thing later." "Okay, let's talk about it later. By the way, you haven't slept yet, have you?" Chu Lingyuan suddenly became excited. "The art design side sent me a set of pose reference pictures, and I'll send them to you to take a look at them. How's the action?" Si fucking lifted the hair on his forehead with one hand. "Actually, I have already slept, and all you hear are sleep talk." Chu Lingyuan. Si fucking hung up the phone. Sure enough, Chu Lingyuan would not let go of any time when he could work. Si fucking finished drinking the coke and was about to exercise for a while and went to bed when the phone rang again. "Hello, boss," she answered quickly this time, her fox's eyes widening. "It's 10:30, aren't you going to bed yet?" "I still have business to do." Yu Xian's voice was low, naturally elegant and cool. "Do you need a lawyer?" "Ah. No need." Si fucking held his chin. "I'll mention it to the boss if I really need it." Yeah, Yu Xian didn't say anything. "Go to sleep." Si fucking dragged his voice in a long, unhurried tone. "Boss, you have to go to bed early and pay attention to your health." There seemed to be a very light smile on the other end of the phone, but it was still indifferent and calm, and the water was still flowing. Well. After the call ended, Si fu dumped onto the bed. If it wasn't for Yu Xian's noble status, she would definitely introduce him to be a CEO. It's a shame that this voice doesn't record bedtime readings. While making a one-word horse, she fell into contemplation. Why is she such a salted fish surrounded by workaholics? It's a magnetic field discord. Early the next morning, Si fu tends to go to the youth training base as usual. Because the incident was exposed, the staff in the base were also panicked. After seeing the girl, the usual contempt and ignorance disappeared, and they all respectfully called teacher Si hello. Si fucking ignored them and went straight to the dance classroom. The trainees usually get up at 6 o'clock, and after washing and eating, they start training at 7 o'clock. The instructor arrived at 8:30. "Teacher Si, I ran 500 meters today." Su Ziun immediately asked for credit. "I have made progress." Si fucking applauded him. "Wow, it's so powerful that the passing ants have to say something." Su Ziun. He felt that he was connoted. The six rehearsed in paradise under the leadership of Si fucking. At 10 o'clock, another person came to the dance classroom. It was Lin Qingjian. Lin Qingjian obviously didn't sleep well all night. Her eyes were blue and black, and the fine lines at the corners of her eyes could not be covered with makeup, showing exhaustion. "Teacher Si," Lin Qingjian's voice was low, I have something to tell you. Si-fu tilted his head and didn't lift his head. If you have a fart, let it go. Su Ziun burst out laughing. Lin Qingjian was very embarrassed, her lips moved, and finally she said, Mr. Si, the Ruotong thing, can you forget it? I will definitely compensate you, so don't worry about it. Last night, she experienced for the first time what it was like to be blasted by fans on Weibo. Xiaoyu's fans are so powerful that she doesn't even dare to say a word. It seems that teacher Lin is the same sister with the surname Su. Si fucking raised his eyes and smiled. In this way, I can ignore it? Lin Qingjian frowned. Teacher Si. Si fucking was so good at talking this time, but she didn't really believe it. You can do it for her. Si fucking pursed his lips. Protect her, or protect yourself, choose one. Lin Qingjian's smile froze on her face. What is teacher Si talking about? I don't understand why. It doesn't seem to be that sisterly relationship. Si fucking smiled. If you don't want to go out for her, I'm busy and don't have time to talk nonsense with you. When she wasn't smiling, she had a colder taste, and even her brows and eyes were cold. It's like the fog on the distant mountains has dissipated, leaving only the snow on the top of the mountain, and the frost is cold. Su Ziun was also keenly aware of the changes in Si fucking's emotions, and felt some invisible pressure for a while, and even had some chest tightness. Lin Qingjian just wasn't going anywhere, her face was pale. She tried hard to restrain her anger, her fingers trembled, and she took a deep breath. I kindly gave in, but you are still aggressive. The entertainment industry is such a big place, you can't see you when you look up and look down, you really feel that you are taking the whole entertainment. It doesn't matter if the circle is offended. Okay, Lin Qingjian sneered again, when the performance comes, the instructor will invite guests to help the students. I see who you can invite. Si fucking stopped looking at her, and said coldly, go away. Xiaoyu just finished dancing. He wiped his sweat, walked over with long legs, kicked the door open, and said with a sloppy expression, Mr. Lin, please. Brother Xia, you are wrong. Su Ziun also slowed down, he was serious. Mr. Si said get out. Oh, I was wrong. Xiaoyu politely said, Mr. Lin, get out. After being humiliated several times, Lin Qingjian still had the face to stay in front of the students. She rushed out the door, her face flushed. Su Ziun locked the door and snorted twice. It's a shame that I used to think Lin Qingjian was a good person, but he turned out to be a smiling tiger, which is really annoying. Brother Xia, it was wise for you not to choose her. Who knows if she will stab you? Xiaoyu replied casually, after all, I look at the face. Su Ziun scratched his head and looked at Si fucking, who was wearing a killing look on his face. He suddenly realized that. He clapped his hands. So, Brother Xia, you like this one? Xiaoyu's expression paused. Let's eat fish for lunch today. Su Ziun was sullen. Why eat fish? There are too many thorns in fish. I like to eat pork, and I'm still growing. Xiaoyu glanced at him, and walked out slowly in his pocket. Fish fills the brain, pig is strong fool. Su Ziun. Under great pressure, Su Ruotong and Lin Qingjian finally had to come out and apologize. The show team also issued an apology. It's just that the three people seem to have an appointment, and they all send it at 2 or 3 in the morning. HandsomeMaleLead, who had been silent for a long time, finally spoke up at 9 in the morning. At Mediaf, the dispute between our company and MSU, a subsidiary of China Television Entertainment Company, has been settled, and our company will not pursue further investigations based on the principle of magnanimity. This response was within the expectations of many people. Tisk tisk, I said long ago that HandsomeMaleLead will not take care of Si fucking, it has already taken care of it. Si fucking has suffered a dumb loss. HandsomeMaleLead must have received the benefits of China Television, so it was investigated. Only Si fucking was scolded in vain and laughed to death. See what action Si fucking can do. Su Ruotong, who had been staring at the news on the internet, breathed a sigh of relief. Huashi was furious because of this incident, and directly cut off all her announcements, which was no different from a ban. This is all because of SI fucking. Therefore, she must never be involved in a lawsuit again. In the past few years in the entertainment industry, Su Ruotong was only a small model, but Carrie also accumulated several million. She can't get along in the entertainment industry anymore, and she can go live to bring goods, not without a way to survive. But once a lawsuit is filed, it will be difficult to move an inch. Tianol Media's voice also blocked SI fucking's back path. She understood that SI fucking had no choice. Su Ruotong regained her confidence. She stood at the door of the youth training base and made a phone call. SI fucking's number was the one she asked Lin Qingjian to come. SI fucking, you made such a fuss, you didn't get any benefit, and I feel wronged for you. Su Ruotong was triumphant. Let me tell you directly, I have already found a live broadcast platform, and I can continue to make money. Yes, I made a rumor, but what can you do to me and send me into the game? Do you have the ability? You don't. I see what you can do to me. After Su Ruotong finished speaking in one breath, he hung up the phone immediately, only to feel bad. She snorted coldly, put away her phone, and stepped on high heels to leave. But she hasn't acted yet. Behind him, in a wheelchair, Yuzian's slender fingers were lightly clasped into rings. He tapped the armrest quietly, his tone was slow, and the intention to kill suddenly emerged. What a big tone. Facing Chu Lingyun, Qing Qing, indifferent and ruthless. Facing Emperor Yin, Qing Qing, kindness and enthusiasm, for money. Qing Qing and Emperor Ying are still different. Emperor Ying is indifferent to things around her because she has no heart. Qing Qing is hot on the outside and cold on the inside. Although she loves to laugh and make fun, it is difficult for someone to enter her heart. Bad contact. After having everything taken away, she returns as a god. Author, Qing Qian. Chapter 60. Su Ruotong turned around suddenly. I saw two people appearing in the back right at an unknown time. Young man in a wheelchair. Obviously there is no momentum released, but people can't look directly. An umbrella also fell above the man, and the umbrella just covered half of his face, revealing only his lips and his icy lower jaw. Feng San held an umbrella and looked at Su Ruotong coldly. Su Ruotong took a few steps back in shock and almost fell. You, who are you? She managed to stabilize her body, and she said inwardly, why are you still covering your face? Are you embarrassing? Joke. Feng San coldly changed his title, you can also see the appearance of the Lord? What are you? This time, Su Ruotong only had fear in her heart, and she was sweating coldly. The words of these two people are quite ancient. Although the clothes are not luxurious, but they are noble in their gestures, they can only be the children of the big family. But in the entire Link Hung, Si fucking could not only have some relationship with the Zhou family, which family could she know? I'm sorry, I didn't intend to disturb you. Su Ruotong forced a smile and said cautiously, I don't know what the two gentlemen are doing. Please tell me, I will definitely do it. Feng San lowered his head a little and listened to what Yuzian said, and then looked at Su Ruotong again, and smiled indifferently. The Lord said, first, don't appear beside Miss Si. Second, whether it's a live broadcast or something else, don't think about it, just go to the police station and reflect. Su Ruotong's eyes widened. What are you talking about? Feng San ignored him, took out his newly bought computer, and after contacting a few people, he was suddenly surprised. Ninth brother, this account has been blocked, someone is one step ahead of us. He turned the computer screen around, facing Yuzian. Yuzian propped her jaw casually. How do you say it? It's not just her newly opened live account, the brother on zero said just now that her IP address is gone. Feng San touched his head, although I don't know what the IP address is. This technology is developing so fast that he, who has been retreating in the MO family, can't keep up. Yu Xian nodded slightly. Well, let's go. After Feng San glanced at Su Ruotong for the last time, he pushed Yu Xian away. Cold sweat soaked Su Ruotong's clothes completely, and fear pressed her nerves. Before she could relax, the phone rang. Her hands trembled and she picked up. Hello. Ms. Su Ruotong, right, the other party was polite. You are suspected of a case of spreading rumors and slander. The victim has already reported the case. We need your cooperation in the investigation. Su Ruotong's body softened and his face was completely pale. It's over, now she's done. At this time, at 10 o'clock, on Weibo, netizens who had been waiting for Xinghua finally came to Sci-fi's Weibo. At V, regarding the malicious rumors and slandering me by Su XX, I have reported the case picture. In addition, I do not accept or understand this kind of small composition apology. If you want me to forgive you, remember to apologize to me in person at. Also, don't think that while I'm asleep at night, I'll be able to make decisions for me. I'll send you a word, get out. Netizens who squatted for a few hours were shocked. Is Sci-fi so rigid? Sci-fi is so daring, he rectified Su Ruotong, and even slapped HandsomeMaleLead in the face with his backhand. He is so courageous. I announce that I have become a fan, and I did not kneel in the face of HandsomeMaleLead's secretary. The entertainment industry needs such people who despise capital. Su Ruotong's fans have long lost their fighting power, and when they found that Su Ruotong's Weibo account was gone, they didn't dare to say a word. And Sci-fi directly named Lin Qingjian, which made Lin Qingjian's fans jump. I am not wrong, right? Sci-fi and Qingjian just got on. How dare you? I won't say who is at the bottom of youth, and I won't say who can't sing or dance. One thing to say, this matter has nothing to do with Qingjian at all. Moving the equipment is also because the staff flatters Qingjian. Qingjian doesn't know where Sci-fi is from the dance studio. Instead, Sci-fi is too strong. In the tutor voting area, Lin Qingjian was the first, followed by Li Jingchen. As for Sci-fi's votes, there were only a few hundred votes, and most of them were wrong. Mocking Jiatuo, but Sci-fi didn't care about this voting area at all. The silence of the dance room was broken by the rapid ringing of the mobile phone. Sci-fi raised his eyebrows and picked it up unhurriedly. I thought you would be very fast. Feng Piazi said angrily, I've only been gone for 2 weeks, and you've made so many things. What do you want to do? Hurry up and delete Weibo, and apologize. Do you want to bring shame to the company? Sci-fi pursed his lips, his tone was cynical, and interrupted, I'm not a straw boat. Feng Piazi was stunned and didn't understand. What did you say? What are you crazy about? Sci-fi said slowly, so, don't send your cheapness to me. After 10 seconds, Feng Piazi finally reacted and was furious. Sci-fi, you are going to die, you. The phone was directly hung up, and only the busy tone remained. Called again, still busy tone. She was blocked. Feng Piazi dropped the phone and became even more angry. It's the other way around. It's really the reverse. Sister Feng, calm down. An assistant immediately brought a glass of water next to her. Miss Meng is about to record a song and is waiting for you to come over. Don't spoil your mood because of irrelevant people. Feng Piazi's expression softened a little. Okay, I'll clean up and let's go. Night. In the study room of the villa, Yu Xian answered a call. There are no numbers on the screen, only 4 English letters. 0. 0. My lord, this kind of title is quite simple, even the juniors and juniors in my university can do it, the other end said, but with this method, even I can't track the IP address of the other party. I guess it must be people from T18. When it came to the last sentence, he gritted his teeth, damn T18. I must kill them. 0 and T18 have played against each other too many times, and there are many conflicts of interest between them. No one obeyed the other, but no one could suppress and annex the other. This has created a two-pronged situation in the international intelligence community. And also, I remember the T18 of Dog Day. A few years ago, they still wanted to marry the Lord. The other end of the phone was even more angry, bah. No, absolutely not. Those people in T18 are all violent madmen. If this marriage really happens, don't you want to live a dire life? My subordinates don't allow it. Uzion nodded, interrupted calmly, and did not answer the topic. You said that the person who shot was the T18 investigator. I fucking just opened the door when he heard such a sentence. Her hand on the door paused. Uzion just turned his head, his eyebrows raised a shallow smile, and his indifference was relieved, and his outline seemed to be a little gentle. Why just stand there and not come in? There are still 2 days for the double monthly pass. Those who have votes remember to vote for Kinkin. Thanks to the baby for remembering my birthday, I received a lot of 0-point blessings when I woke up. 3 equals.